Hi, I'm Sammie Purcell with Atlanta InTown.
And I'm WABE contributor Mike Jordan.
And this is How Do You Atlanta?
Here's what's going on this week in the city. Sammie, what do you got?
We've got the Atlanta Fermentation Festival at Historic Atlanta Utility Works. It's going to be November 6th. It's going to be a really interesting educational opportunity, I think, but still really fun. So it's presented by Cultured South Fermentation Company. So you've got kraut, you've got beer. They're going to have seasonal kombucha on tap. So I think it's going to be a very unique little event that maybe you wouldn't really get the chance to do otherwise. So I think people should check it out.
A lot of funk at a place like the Atlanta Fermentation Fest, I would imagine.
I can't really comment on the smell, but I think it'll be a good time.
Well, at least like Cameo or some music, some funk music would be great. I would imagine that would go with it.
I would hope so. There might be some live music, I'm not sure, but I'm sure they'll have a good ambiance going on, you know. All right, what have you got for us?
The Atlanta Fair. So who does not like a fair? And everyone wants things to be fair in the world. Well, they're fair in Atlanta, and it's going on right now. It wraps up on November 6th, but the good thing is that you can actually go there and you get your tickets at the gate. So it's going to be, you know, the midways, all of the fun that you have, the rides. There's a new ride called the Expedition, which I hear it's speedy and sends riders head spinning. So a lot of really deadly sounding things there, but all in good fun. Polish sausage, cheesesteaks for those like me who don't like to get on death-defying rides with children. But that's going to be ending Sunday, November 6th. That is going to be at Old Turner Field in the Gray Lot. And tickets are available beginning at 5 p.m. So get on out there and get yourself some tickets to the Atlanta Fair.
Well, if you're looking for a little bit of culture in your life, Madame Butterfly opens up at the Atlanta Opera this weekend. So it's running from November 5th to the 13th. So it's from Puccini. The opera premiered in 1904, so it's a classic. It's been around a long time. You'll probably recognize the story a bit. It's pretty popular in other mediums. So it's about an American naval officer who ends up falling in love with a Japanese woman. If you've ever seen Miss Saigon, that's what it's based on. Just takes place in Vietnam. So if it sounds familiar, that's why. But it's at the Cobb Energy Performing Arts Center, and it's presented in partnership with the Japan American Society of Georgia. So I think it's going to be a really awesome experience. And again, I think a great first opera to start with. All right, what else have you got?
Well, I have Taste Around Town. So this is another event that is affiliated with Taste of Atlanta, but this is specifically focusing on Brookhaven, Chamblee, and Doraville. So, you know, near Buford Highway. So it's always good to kind of expand your horizons and get a little bit further out of the city, but find out what's going on there. But all of the bites that you would expect, wine tastings, cocktail pairings, live music at night, and some of the restaurants are actually pretty good spots like the Alden, the Ashford, Big Dave's Cheesesteaks, which is a pretty popular spot in town. But you can get all of that good food and more, and that is going to be happening. That's Taste Around Town on November 5th and also Friday, November 4th, and that's at Chamblee's new City Hall. And you can get information at chamblee.tasteofatlanta.com.
Awesome. You know, I love a good Buford Highway restaurant. Do you have any favorites?
I do Lanzu ramen. I said ramen because back when I was a kid, they were ramen noodles, you know, but we got cultured and we learned to say ramen.
As that cold weather approaches, that sounds delicious to me right now.
What's your next event?
All right, well, if you're looking for a bit of fun comedy in your life, the comedian Meg Salter is coming to Center Stage Theater on November 6th. So you might recognize her. She picked up some steam during the pandemic, so she kind of plays like these deluded, kind of like weird characters, and it's all sort of like absurdist comedy. But I think we might have a little bit of her stand-up to play right now.
Cut the music! Hi everyone, I'm Meg Salter, I'm 28 years old, and a fun fact about me is something bad happened to my cousin. All right, let's get the show going. How are we doing tonight?
So I think it's going to be a really fun time. Tickets start just at around like $25, so it's not that expensive. There's still some on sale. I think it's going to be really great. So again, that's Meg Salter at the Center Stage Theater on November 6th. All right, what else you got?
Well, East Point, which is my side of town, the Public Art Division is holding its second annual Dia de los Muertos event. And you're going to have the photo booth, the dancing, and all those traditional things, but of course the face painting. Bring all of our faces, and we should get them painted like skulls and be part of the celebration. Hit the altar, taste the food. Again, that is the second annual Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead, and East Point. And get on down there, and you can get more information from East Point's public website.
Well, that's what we got for you this week. For more information on these and other events, you can go to howdoyouatlanta.com.
WABE.